Are you confused about how the left shoulder works in the golf swing? In this next video, I'm going to show you exactly how the left shoulder works in the golf swing and the difference between pros and amateurs so you can start doing it right. Let's dive in. Alright, let's dive into this left shoulder for the backswing. So typically with amateurs with that left shoulder in the backswing, it will move up. And what it looks like, left shoulder moving up, gets you very tall, gets you further from the golf ball, and you need to do a lot more to strike the golf ball solid. So that left shoulder moving up is a very common amateur mistake. So what should you be doing? Well, this is what the pros do with their left shoulder in the backswing. As they go back, that left shoulder, it stays low. They maintain that lovely tilt they had it set up, and it stays low, which gets them in a better position in their backswing to then make their downswing. So for you, I want you to think about left shoulder low as you make your backswing, and that is a really nice pro move. So from face on, it looks a bit like this, left shoulder low. Now, tying into that, another great way of looking at the left shoulder, this is what amateurs do. So from face on, this left shoulder, it doesn't move far enough across you and around. So like this position here, it's too much of an armsy swing, the left shoulder. So it looks something like this. This is a left shoulder move for an amateur. You can see there, I haven't rotated much. I've just used my arms to finish the backswing. So what do the pros do with their left shoulder? Well, they do the exact opposite as you'd expect. You'll see here, they get the left shoulder right under that chin. Now that is a great reference point for you. Even if you can't make a full backswing, think about getting that left shoulder under your chin in the backswing. Have a look at this. Even if I go to here, I've still got that left shoulder under my chin. And that's a great spot for you to then continue on and make the rest of your golf swing. Let me know in the comments below, can you relate to any of those left shoulder moves? And if you've tried any of those, have they helped you out? Drop a comment down below. All right, let's look at this left shoulder in the golf swing, pros versus amateurs. Let's look what amateurs do wrong in this downswing. This is something I used to do all the time, and I was never told in the beginning, and it makes a huge difference in your golf swing. So typically amateurs, this left shoulder in the downswing, as you get to the top, that first move down, that left shoulder will go up like this. You can see my hips move forward, upper body tilts back. I get into this awkward position where I've just got to flip my hands to hit the golf ball. So what do the pros do that makes them so good? Key move, left shoulder, as they get up here, it moves down and across. I'm going to cover something important about that across move in just a moment, but for now, that key move for you is down. It's got to go down. It doesn't go up. It's got to go down. So from this angle here, we'll show it again. And it helps you, by going down, helps you shallow out that golf club, helps you come more from the inside to the golf ball as well. So keeping that left shoulder down at the start of the downswing is a powerful move, and so is this next one. Now, tying in with that last one about the left shoulder, the amateur mistake is that left shoulder, when they start their downswing in this position here, it almost like it gets stuck on their chin or stuck on their chest, and it just stays there. And again, it causes you to flip and use a lot more arm movement. So it kind of feels like it's stuck under that chin position here and makes it very awkward to make your downswing. So the pros, they simply, again, do the opposite. So that left shoulder, it gets away from the chin. So that's a great way of thinking about it. If you jump in front of a mirror or a video camera, which is what I encourage you to do, feel like that left or lead shoulder gets away from your chin. As soon as you start that downswing, feel like it gets away from the chin. You can see that it gives me freedom and space to swing my arms through and really strike that golf ball solid. Now, there is one more key about this left shoulder that you need to know, and it's coming up. All right, the final part of this left shoulder movement in the downswing, which is incredibly important, is where it basically finishes up. It ties in with those first two parts, but typically what you'll see with that left shoulder with the amateurs is when they swing back here, it doesn't, because it lifts up so quickly like this and gets stuck under that chin, it stays back relatively in the center of my body. It might look something like this. Now, a great checkpoint for you, and again, this is where mirror and video come into play, is when you make that downswing, feel like that left shoulder gets right on top of that lead foot. You can basically draw a straight line straight up there. Let me show you what it looks like. As we get up here, as it moves down and we get to impact, you'll see that left shoulder should be roughly somewhere in the same line as your lead leg, your foot. You can draw a line basically up your shoulder. Let me show you. And it comes across in that sort of spot there. It's often called getting in sort of straight alignment, getting your legs and your shoulder in neutral joint alignment. It's something you see all the best players doing, especially with their irons. Driver, they'll be a little bit more tilted back, a little bit more further back, but with irons in particular, you'll see them, they've got that left shoulder or lead shoulder stacked over that lead leg, and that's because they're trying to compress the ball and they're trying to get more pressure into that left side, and they're in that sort of spot there. And that's how they hit that ball first, divot second, all because they're getting that left shoulder in that great spot. Now, I've got a special bonus for you coming up now of a pro golfer. This is not one you want to miss. By the way, it's Troy from Hitting It Solid. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. If this video is helping you out, make sure you smash that like button. Let's have a look at this pro video. This is Robert Rock, so I want you to keep an eye on that left or that lead shoulder. As he makes his backswing here, you can see he's keeping that left shoulder down as he makes this backswing, and he's getting those shoulders on a beautiful tilt and staying in posture. Now from face on, you can see here that left shoulder, you can see he's moving it across slowly, and it will end up underneath his chin as he makes a beautiful full turn to the top of the backswing. Now, as he starts down, that left shoulder will move down and across, and it'll get into that beautiful neutral joint alignment position that I spoke about before. So now you know how to move your left shoulder in the golf swing, and you know the difference between pros versus amateurs. Now this video here and this video here, they're going to help you out even further with the right shoulder movement in the golf swing. So make sure you check those out. If you haven't already, like this video. If you have any questions, anything that didn't make sense, please drop it down below. See you next time.